I'd like to put forward that Act 3, Scene 1, this to be or not to be soliloquy, really underscores for us the crux of Hamlet's thinking on this issue. If our curiosity is, well, why aren't you acting? He answers this question pretty quickly, which is to essentially say that he is paralyzed by fear of death. Likely, if Hamlet is considering the implications of murdering Claudius, he's recognizing that there's probably not really a viable scenario in which he gets away with murdering Claudius. And the questions that he asks about death here suggest that the very reality of death and the unknown on the other side of it are pushing him into such a place of abstraction that he just doesn't really even know how to act. The question that he's implicitly asking is, how do we live within the knowledge of death, knowing that death will one day put an end to life? What is life? What does life do to account for that? And so he says, hey, it puzzles the will. It makes us cowards. It sicklies o'er the native hue of our resolution. It takes all of the enterprises that we want to do and turns it awry so that everything loses the name of action. So it's really hard to figure out, what do you actually do? Faced with death here, Hamlet is wondering, can he be willing to die? Is this revenge of his father something that he can be so committed to that he would willingly die in the process? And of course, that question boggles the mind, because who can possibly be willing to die? Who's volunteering for that very quickly, right? And Hamlet's hesitation here is a natural one, but it also suggests his primary problem, which is a fear of death. He's having a really hard time coming to terms with the possibility that he himself could die by the end of the events of the play.